What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well today. We are on some MX bikes again, well, as usual, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of Supermoto today. And I don't know if many people are aware, but when Beta 17 came round, we got updated Supermoto animations. However, there is a downside to that. It only works on the MSM Supermoto, so the stock bike. It doesn't apply to the Supermoto OEM bikes that we have, which is a little bit of a downer. And I'm not sure if it's something that can be fixed in or whenever the next Supermoto update is released and we can get these animations added. I'm not sure how many people knew that there were new animations added full stop, but I really like them. You know, it's something that was definitely missing from bikes for a while. This is the Supermoto, I think it's just called Supermoto training facility. It is my favourite one. The only issue we do have is with the introduction of Beta 17 as well, we got pretty dookie traction, so it makes the Supermotos a little bit less enjoyable. I mean, I understand sliding around on dirt on a ball tyre, that's completely fine, but when we get onto the tarmac as well, it does slide a little bit more than I would like, and I feel like I'm pretty decent when it comes to throttle control, so it shouldn't be that bad. I mean, even if I'm waiting the outside peg, you see I'm sliding, come out the corners. I mean, it looks very good for screenshots. The animations are really cool. It's just a little bit of a shame because I am a fan of Supermoto. We done a series a while back. It was hosted by Jin. Jin is one of the kind of streamers slash commentators for the Aerial series, and he held a Supermoto series in general that we done over various different tracks, and it was really enjoyable. It was just the only downside was that not many people actually showed up for it. I'm not sure how much love people have for the Supermoto side of things in this game, but I personally really enjoy it. There's a few people that are absolutely insane at it. I was not. I think I was like right middle of the road. I'm not amazing, but not awful as well. I think where I consider myself quite a smooth slash precise rider, I think it lends its hand quite nicely to me, where I can try and apex things to the best of my ability. I say smooth rider as I just completely eat the ground in the same corner 2 laps in a row. Look at this. Hang on, let me just very tgentle on the throttle. Very gentle. Maybe it's just an MSM thing. Maybe if I was still on the OEM ones, it would be fine. I have no idea, but I don't really like. I don't know. There's something odd to me about. Obviously, you can on Supermoto, you can do your doctor's dangle and just stick your leg out normally when you're on dirt and things like that. But when it comes to the tarmac bit, something about sticking your leg out just looks a little bit goofy to me. So I try and stay away from it as much as I can. But like I said, it is a shame that we don't have. Oh, we don't have more like kind of support on the Supermoto side of things. I mean, I cannot remember the last time I saw a Supermoto track being released. I think this is the most recent Supermoto track. You got tracks that have been imported over from like Kart Racing Pro on both those other games, but they're not just not made for Supermoto bikes by any means. They are made for go-karts in the day, so the tracks are probably far too tight and twisty. I played a handful of them way back when, and I don't think I enjoyed them too much. I cannot remember the name of the creator of this track, which I do apologise for. It's a little bit ignorant of me. I already had this track downloaded, so I literally just hopped onto my game and thought I'd mess around a little bit since it's been such a hot minute. One thing to note as well, on the Supermoto like defaults, the controllers are actually a bit different. So I'm guessing. Oh, hang on, MX Bikes things. Let's just sit here, do a burnout real quick, please. Just thank you. Okay, so by default now, your rider sits down, whereas before, well, on the OEM Supermotos, he stands up all the time, and I have to hold down my right stick to sit down. But it's the opposite now. He sits down all the time, and then when I want to stand up, I hold down the stick, which it does. It definitely saves my thumb a little bit, because let's say I play with some rather like boofed control settings, which I really shouldn't do, but it's too late for me now. There's no chance of me changing anytime soon. Obviously, I'm not massive into the Supermoto like racing scene in terms of real life at all, so I have no idea kind of speeds and stuff that these guys get up to. I have no idea how the bikes handle on the dirt aspect of the tracks. I know for the most part they tend to be like quite hard pack tracks, but it's something that I wouldn't mind giving a go in real life. I really don't know if there is any of it or much of it at all in the UK. It's not something that I've looked into. It's probably one of the things that will never happen, but I like the idea of it at least. I mean, I like my motocross, I like my road bikes, so just combine the two, I guess. I've never had the pleasure of kind of like trying to slide the back end into a corner, and it's just something quite satisfying about it. It's very rare that you can do it in the game. just with how the physics work. But every now and then you'll get it where you can back the rear of the bike into the corner and it'll help you turn, and it's a very rewarding feeling. More so on, obviously, much more on beta 16 and 17. You see that I am struggling right now, which is disappointing. Maybe I'll slide in Pavoso's DMs and see if there's anything we can do about the traction on tarmac and dirt with these tyres at some point. Because if I remember correctly, beta, or maybe it is just the OEMs then, because when we raced on this track for part of that Supermoto series that I was on about, we had like, oh, look at the front. Do you see the front end there? Hang on. The second I got on the brakes, hang on, I'll continue that in a second. Let's see if I can see it here. I just want to slow it down. The second I got onto the brakes then, that front end was going. Let's go to orbit, spin around to the other side. Granted, the body position's a little bit off. I probably shouldn't be sat down, leant back, but I want to see if it shows us here. I think I've slowed it down way too much. Yeah, I have. That's fine. I'll go back one, and then we'll slow it down to about here. There we go. Yeah, that front end locked instantly, and then it's just sideways the whole way going into it. Just no way of saving that whatsoever. Just go in, over the berm, and yes, it'll be disappointing. So as I was saying, is when we done this race, it was beta 16 when we done it, and granted we was on the OEMs as well, which I believe have different tyres. I am on the wrong part of the track. There we go. We had OP levels of traction even on the dirt as well, like to the point where you had so much traction that you could turn so sharp that your front end would then knife and make you do a 360 rather than you crashing, because it dug in so much, and part of it was fun, obviously part of it was ridiculous, but it made, like, even here on the tarmac, it made the tarmac bit enjoyable. I know that I've got dirt on my tyres right now, and obviously that would make things slipperier for me, but I feel like by this point of a lap it would probably have worn off, and I shouldn't be doing 360s everywhere. I probably should have had my controller overlay on during this video as well, just so you can see how gentle I'm being on the controls. What if I lean... No, if I lean into the corner it doesn't help at all. So yeah, weighting the outside peg doesn't seem to do much, leaning into it doesn't do much. But if I just lean backwards, no, that takes all the weight off the front end. If I lean all the way forwards, and then the back comes around. So yeah, very, very, very tricky, very, very challenging. But you have to let me know if you guys enjoy this as well. The only good thing that I can kind of say at the moment that came with the beta 17 update is the animations look incredible. When you get it right, they look really, really good. We also get the kind of like suit rather than motocross gear, which is nice just for the immersion side of things. I remember I used to have to import some of the suits over from GP bikes. This is getting really this is ridiculous. I'm not trying to go fast at all. Yeah, I had to import some of the suits over from GP bikes just to make it look as Supermoto-y as possible, and it would work for the most part. But you'd get the odd bit every now and then, like the helmets wouldn't like line up with the necks and things like that, and things would just be a little bit off, and you can tell that it's not quite right, and you're just trying to put a plaster over things rather than fix it at its core. It's nice that they've gone through the effort of kind of giving us this diversity in the game, of like giving us these animations, and I'm not sure how doable it is to put these animations onto the OEM bikes. I'm sure like Insane and the rest of the OEM crew that actually have a much bigger brain than I and know what they're doing will know exactly what to do, and if that is possible or not. I'm sure that the Bike Life boys would probably really enjoy that when that comes around, getting to have those sorts of animations when they're riding around on the streets. Not my cup of tea, of course, but it's to each of their own. You can't hate on people for doing what they enjoy. Oh, look at that! Look at the front end again. I'm sorry, I'm going so slow. I don't know. It must be because of the dirt on the tyres. I don't even know if that is possible in this game, that it has that sort of an effect. But I want to watch this from a different angle, because that is so crazy. Hang on, I need to go in orbit. Free roam's not going to keep up with it. So I'm going. Oh, to be fair, I am going 37 miles an hour. But it's gone even at that point. It's just gone. And I suppose because you've not got that leg out anymore to kind of like dab down and save you from crashing, you've got nothing to stop the front tuck like I suppose you used to have. So there's a few different things at play here. There's two different forces. It definitely needs some more love and attention. It needs fixing a little bit. I'm not sure whereabouts that would be on the priority list right now. I know there's so much work going into beta 18 at the moment, just from a traction standpoint. You know, just in regards to the like the tyre models and stuff. It's not as simple as some people think of just revert back to beta 16 traction and that's it. You know, it's far more complex than that. I am lucky enough that I do get to see behind the scenes. I have been asked not to disclose much, so I'm gonna keep my cards close to my chest on that. I do not want to get in trouble. I don't want to don't want to upset the big man. But I think that'll probably do it for me, because I thought I was going to be having a whole lot more fun than I am right now. You see, look at me, I'm just sliding everywhere. Can't even slowly brake into a corner. I'm being gentle on the brakes, and it's going all kinds of terribly wrong. But let me know your opinions on the Supermoto. Did you even know that we had these animations in the game since beta 17? I saw it upon release, but even some of the guys I talked to in Discord normally, they had no idea until I showed them the other day when I was randomly playing some. It wasn't a Supermoto track. It was like I think it's called like Ibiso Rouge, something like that. I think it's just like a hilly kind of road. It's a hilly road essentially, just winding through mountains. I think it's been imported from some other sort of game. But yeah, that would do it from me in this painful video. I had higher hopes, I'll be honest. I thought this was going to go a hell of a lot smoother than it does, but things don't always go to plan, do they? It's not the end of the world. Please drop a sub to the channel if you're new. Have a lovely rest of the day, wherever you guys are up to, and until I catch you in the next video, peace.
I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain, even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want.